Welcome to Milestones A Dozen Days Devotional. This is day 9. My name is Zvica, and today's lesson is entitled, No Room for the Baby. I'm going to read Luke 2, verse 1 to 7. In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world, and everyone went to their own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married with him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there was no guest room available for them. The Christmas tradition says that Joseph and Mary couldn't get a room at the inn, but it is more likely there was not enough room in a relative's home, and so they had to reside in the room attached to the home where the animals stayed. Have you seen parents, grandparents, and extended family get ready for the arrival of a baby in 2020? It's a huge production. Rooms are painted, cribs are made, gifts are given at baby showers, monitors are set up, stuffed animal toys are strategically placed, and money. Lots of money is spent. Chris and I made all these kinds of plans anticipating the birth of our son. But even we couldn't control the circumstances. He was born in our car, in the hospital parking lot, in the middle of the night. But even though that was not our plan, we were quickly ushered into a sterile hospital room, and our recoveries were monitored with loved ones around us. When it comes to the birth of our Lord, there was nothing like this. His birth is a contrast to the life he gives us. He was born in unsanitary conditions. We have been born again clean. He was born into poverty so that we could become rich. He was born into humility, allowing us the option to choose or reject him. He was born in a relatively unknown place so that we can live in the greatest place of all. Isn't it fascinating to consider that God took the most spectacular event in the history of humankind and insisted it to be clothed in the deepest humility? During this Christmas season, can you think of some ways that if you chose humility, it will produce great results? Humility involves recognizing God as the source of goodness in our lives. Are you thanking him for the blessings in your life? Humility involves understanding our place before the Almighty. We are finite, limited, and weak. God is infinite, unlimited, and all-powerful. Humility always brings about grace. Pride brings about your life being opposed by God. James 4, verse 6. Don't you want to live in grace? Humility is the pathway to be lifted up by God. 1 Peter 5, 6, 7. It's a state of humility that God states he cares for you. Christmas is about looking at the birth of Christ. And when we look, we see humility. Humility for us is intentional. Humility must be deliberate action for us. Left on our own, we'll not only see the humility of our Lord, but we can miss our opportunity to practice humility in our life. So, here's our challenge today. Be deliberately humble with everyone you encounter and with the Lord. You can do it. Merry Christmas.